Hello and welcome to On Air with Odin Gamemastering Pathfinder Dragonfall. This week we shall be doing some stuff, but more importantly, last week we went to check out Alan's farm and we found a crap ton of spiders.
That is an unreasonable amount of spiders.
It was way too many. Way too many.
And we also found
they like to try to say hello.
Yeah. And once we cleared out the spiders, we found the...
That is an unreasonable amount of spiders.
I clicked hide preview, thank you. Right. We found Alan's grieving widow, still crying over his body. And once she was assured it was clear, she left to go basically go stay with her sister for a bit. So the party is mostly just sitting around inside the house now, while Rising Phoenix, Sage Heart, and the animals are just sitting outside, waiting.
Well, since I forgot to do it last time, I walk outside and pick up my sling.
Ah,
It finally occurred to me. Maybe we have to spend a minute searching for it because I don't remember the exact square.
Yeah, no, I just say that you went and found it.
Yeah. And it's not like slings are terribly expensive, but still, it's the principle of the thing.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what to title this stream, so I just named it House Clear, moving on. Unoriginal title with unoriginal.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, so Rising Phoenix is just standing there, cooling off, holding her great axe. Just kind of looking at Sage Heart, because Sage Heart's been looking at her as if she's going to say something. Therefore, Rising Phoenix is waiting for her to actually say something. And it's kind of just this awkward pause of nobody actually saying anything. What's everybody else doing?
Alright.
Well, currently, I am just loving my token a lot. But, I mean... it's gorgeous.
It's not quite done yet.
It's still gorgeous, and I saw it, I was like, ah!
No, I like to think that he's actually, black and white in real life.
Yeah, I mean...
He radiates a little aura around him.
I mean, I make it that way so that I really stand out in the crowd, you know?
Yeah.
That's really, really important to me.
And every time you get into an adjacent square with him, you just hear
I mean, also, like, as I'm moving, you see me doing, like, the whole, Mickey Mouse thing, like, I'm about to board my boat, like, bouncing up and down,
Steamboat Willie.
Oh, yeah, average.
And all of your defining characteristics are kind of wiggling, because you're a sketch.
I mean...
Alright, well...
I used to be in colour, but then I became a wizard.
Don't you know? Wizards are old school.
Damn it. Oh god.
Everyone says I look pale. I don't know what they mean.
I know, don't you have to have some kind of color to be pale?
Exactly, I'm just devoid of color.
I am over color.
All right.
Oh, I'm so
He is
over
not
color.
white, he is clear.
Yeah. So he's just lines, like you see through.
Oh God, what happens when he eats?
You don't want to know. You do not want to know.
Anyway,
You see,
well,
it works because when you go to talk to fish, I mean, they can't really see you, so they're not disturbed by,
Oh yeah, I mean,
they're not intimidated.
that makes so much.
When he eats something, it just thickens his outline.
All right, so I guess someone should suggest. Well, now that we've taken care of this and found out what happened to him, I suppose we should go back and report.
That would be the best thing to do, I think.
I need some healing.
I gave you a bit last time, didn't
No,
I?
I mean like more than you can provide, so city would be good.
Well, you have the ability damage, but that'll heal overnight.
Isn't it 1 point per night?
I thought it was 2.
Double check.
I could be wrong on that.
I guess the only other thing, and I don't remember if we established this from last time, but is she seeking somebody to bury him, or...
She says she can go stay with her sisters while everything gets sorted out for her husband. She's kind of too distraught to like get right on that.
Right, I was just
that's
thinking...
the impression you got with your 20. Was that she was like, oh, I'm not in the mood to be doing anything here. I need to leave.
So we ought to tell them then that maybe we should send some people out, so that way they can take care of that, so she doesn't have to deal with it.
Well, yeah, possibly some people also to investigate if the spiders were natural or occurred through some other means.
That was another thing. Did we ever examine those bodies?
You mean
The spiders?
bodies?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe we did.
Well, you brought that up, so I'm wondering if that's something we ought to do.
It's actually not a bad idea. I can go see if I can recognize any abnormalities on them.
Yeah, I don't have
Make
anything
a-
that would be a check for that.
could
You make
I do a
a-
spellcraft check to see if they're like natural?
I was going to do a knowledge nature check to see if I could see anything that seemed out of place about a normal spider.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yay! Now let's see. Okay.
I don't think this should be an actor.
Boop. That's pretty good.
25. The spiders are natural, yes, but they seem far too organized for there not to be a queen around here.
Well, I can tell you guys that they are natural, but that this organization of them is unusual unless there is a queen around or they're being controlled through some other means.
Lovely.
Great.
Well, I suggest that we probably head back first to report this in and to make sure, get Tuffy rested up there.
Because there
Sounds
also
good to
might
me.
be, a will to deal with as well. Just bringing stuff up pretty much because Resident Phoenix wouldn't know what a will is.
Yeah, true.
I'm not thinking of a will right now, man. There's dead spiders everywhere.
They were trying to get part of the inheritance.
If they could have survived the night, they would have had it.
Yeah.
What is this, betrayal?
it wouldn't have been for you meddling kids.
Good one, Jackie.
Whoa, riders!
Driders? No, not Driders. We're not ready for them yet.
Oh God. Oh, I'm okay.
Were you drinking when I did that?
Yes.
God damn it. You did not do that.
I know.
Alright. Well, unless anybody else has anything to do, I say we head back towards town, report in on what we found.
Well, what I need to do is in town, so I vote we go there as well.
The kitty and the doggy snuggle up to Tuffy and, like, lick at their wounds. It's like,
No,
oh,
they'll
you're
get
hurt.
poisoned. No.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I have a peacock familiar, apparently, that I haven't been using.
This is just
Where's it been this whole time?
Well, he's been on my character sheet.
He's just been,
Oh.
following around, sticking his head out the backpack every so often.
He's just kind of, he's doing the little peacock thing.
He's like
Very
Kazooie.
important question. Is it a male or a female peacock?
Oh, it is male, for sure.
Alright.
And it is also an albino male. Because it is very pretty and white.
He's just been strutting around, not giving a single fuck about anything.
I mean, he's just, I think he's confused.
He's just like, oh, spider. Peck. Well, that doesn't taste nice. Moving on.
Oh, I like to imagine that he like turns around in the pack itself every once in a while, and then you just see like the spray of feathers poking out of the top of it.
Whoa. Edvis, what's going on with your hit points right now?
Oh, I've never updated them after we leveled, but for whatever reason... Oh, I know what happened.
You put
Never mind.
16 out of 9 rather than 16 out of 16.
That's because when I update it via the circle, it just updates that number and not both of them.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
So you rest of you didn't see what happened because only I can see his hit point bar. But he just overclocked it as a way to say it, I guess.
It took up almost 2 spaces.
So everyone's gathering up and traveling back, right?
Mm-hmm.
I picked up my sling. Yeah, I've only used... Did I use one? No, I never did, because I never had the chance to. I dropped it immediately.
You find that one of the horses that you rented is gone.
Oh no.
Great.
Well, so much for that deposit.
Well, the question becomes, do we try to track it down, or do we just take the hit?
Can I roll a perception? Just to see, like, if there's a blood trail or anything. Do I see one?
Well, you guys want to come outside for this, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm right here. Hi.
Okay, yes, you can make a perception check. You
All
can make
right.
any check you want if you think it's going to be relevant.
I think I will probably do the same.
I'll make a survival
Oh.
check to try and
Hey,
see
looky
if-
there.
track it after. Well, I'll wait until we're done discussing. So.
Oh, really?
21 on perception. Yay.
Okay, well,
I'm rolling something. Hold on.
Perceptimundo?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, wow. Okay, Badger, was that your roll as well? Was that your perception roll? Was the 25?
No, that was
Oh, the knowledge roll,
nature.
yeah.
That was the knowledge nature on the spiders.
Alright, well, do you roll perception, or are you going to just let everybody else do that?
I'm gonna let everybody go first, and then I'll roll knowledge survival to track it if we decide to go looking for it if we can't find it now.
Genevieve, you notice hoof tracks
Hey guys,
and no blood.
check this out.
And it's Tuffy and Anaram. No,
Isn't it Aranom or Aranom?
no, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
No,
there
no,
we go.
no. You notice a pair of footprints heading up to where the hoof track starts and then stopping.
Hey guys, look, there are also some human footprints next to the horses.
So it looks like the horse got taken while we were busy with the spiders.
That woman must have done it.
It's certainly a possibility.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. I mean, do we want to try to follow the horse tracks?
Well, I mean,
Genevieve's
it's,
nose just twitches because it's like, that wasn't our horse. We should probably get it back, otherwise the owners of the stables that we rented these from are going to be very angry at us.
Yeah.
well, I don't know, angry or just require the same amount as a purchased horse or something along those lines.
Still, it would
What?
not be good for us.
Yeah, it would be the right thing to go after it since it's not ours.
Well, she is in mourning. Maybe we just explain to stable people. Then, if they know where sister live, they could go get it.
Well, this is all making the assumption that it is her who took it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's gonna like see the footprints and then just see if it came from the house.
Mhm.
Were all you wearing shoes? Yes.
Yes.
Genevieve just tilts her foot up and taps her sword on it. Ting ting.
She's going to track, she's going to track them to see where they came from. She's going to backtrack.
Ooh,
in
wow.
fact. Wow. Yeah. She just walks back, gets to the door, heads inside, sees like footprints in like the blood and the dust. Goes all the way in. Gets it back to the body. Yeah, I think Widow.
Unless there was someone invisible in there, then yes, very likely.
Then she just comes back.
I understand her being distraught, but she stole a horse.
Let's go follow her and get it back. Demand.
No. You don't demand from someone who's grieving. You just, well, probably more likely you just ask the sister there if we can take the horse back to the stable.
You're right.
She said it was only like a mile away or something, so might as well.
Yeah, I feel that.
Does everyone say a quick stop out of our way to grab the horse and then head back?
I guess you share. I walk.
All right. Should be reasonable. It's 1, 2, 3.
And
Yeah,
remember, this
that'll
one
work
is
fine.
Tuffy's. This one belongs to Tuffy.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, if she wants to, she could name it.
Its name is Blondie.
Blondie. Okay. Adding Blondie's name.
Do I have to
Alright.
do a ride check to see how well I do to get on top of the horse?
Yep.
Oh, great. All right. Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
You get on the horse, you're fine.
Yay.
Alright, ride check for riding the horse. That's
Genevieve
okay.
completely missed the horse.
No, she's not mounting. There's only 4 of them, so she's just gonna walk.
Alright.
You mount the horse.
Yay.
+3. Yes, that's my current roll.
You
Alright.
will mount the horse. Yeah, I don't think Tom is fast enough to tree hop while we're riding. I don't think he can try tree hop as fast as horses. Really? He gets on the horse just with some difficulty. He's like,
Alright,
he tries
so-
to just jump up on it and the horse moves and he's like, just uses the regular stirrups to get up.
Alright, shall I make a knowledge... sorry, survival check to actually try and track the hooves, the horse?
Yes.
Alright, let's see. Come on, dice gods. Don't fail me. Yay, dice gods.
Wow. Okay. So we're going to be moving pretty slow unless Genevieve just shares a horse with someone.
I mean, Jen, you're more than welcome to ride with me.
Okay, move over. I'm steering. Suppose I should do
The
a
entire-
ride check then, huh?
Oh
Yeah.
god.
The
I'm kind of
entire
falling
time
off the
Aaron
back.
is- The entire time Aaron is behind her going, look, there's some more tracks. Go that way.
You mean, Enfys.
Edvis, yeah.
I'm Enfys.
And I fall off gracefully.
No,
No.
it's only I'm only saying it's like a 5 to get on. It's 10 to get on quickly, not competently.
Hey,
We'd all
you
miss
know, when your caboose is covered in iron, I mean, seriously.
Well, I would hope steel, not iron.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's heavy metal of some kind.
Heavy metal.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, let's get rid of the random encounter music and put on some traveling music. Sure, why not? Go with that. Okay, you ride and ride and ride for some time. And it's starting to get dark. In fact, you've suddenly gone more than a mile, though maybe she said close, so that's a bit of a rough term. And as the sun starts to go down, the tracks start becoming a bit more difficult to follow. But you got a 26, so you know. You follow them regardless. Do you have like any low light vision or anything like that?
I believe I have low light vision. Let me check, make sure. No, but I have straight up dark vision.
Oh, okay. Then Enfys is able to guide even in the dark. And let's see. I'm trying to see who else has like low light vision and stuff to keep on riding in the dark, pretty much.
I've got low light.
Okay, low light. That's good.
I believe
I have low
do
light as
too.
well.
I think Tom's like the only one who can't see in the dark.
I have dark vision, actually.
If anyone needs a light to kind of like follow us by, I can cast a quick light spell.
Oh, Sage Heart has low light vision, so she kind of just swaps places with Tom to carry on writing.
Alright. This is the wrong character. Okay, this one has low light vision. This is the character I want. Yeah.
Okay. You strive on right into the night, and eventually you come across the horse. There's like no house as far as you can see. There's nothing that you can see straight off that is of any great feature or would indicate a home. The horse is just there, just grazing beside a tree.
I'm rolling.
Well,
I'm rolling
yeah.
perception. Hey.
Damn. Okay.
I kind of want to do the same, but I don't want to get outshined by the wizard on that one.
Aranam. Aranom.
Aranam. It doesn't matter. It's
Aranam.
either way.
You notice bare footprints beside the horse that lead off into the brush, but your brilliant perception notices them even in the brush. And then you notice the fact that the footprints stop, but there's lots of tiny little tracks, like lots of them, lots of like tiny little dots in the dirt.
Oh, great. We all know what those are. Ugh. Hey guys, look, there are these footprints that lead into the brush and even beyond.
Great!
And
I guess
then
the
they're
question-
also... They're also... Sorry, go ahead.
I guess I was gonna. No, go ahead. You first.
Okay. There are also these little tiny dots beside the tracks, which sounds mighty, mighty fun.
I don't believe you on that one.
Well,
Well, we found the horse, and it is very late. The question is, do we continue pressing on? Do we follow the tracks? Do we make camp? Do we turn around and head back for town, informing people of what we found?
Do you perhaps want to identify the tracks?
sorry.
It's okay.
Curiosity is getting the better of Aranam, and he really wants to go and what lies ahead in the brush.
Well, here's the horse that was stolen. It's back now. Hi.
Hi.
Alright, so I guess... Well, I guess a good first place to start would be to try and identify the tracks. What would that be? Survival? Knowledge nature? Can I do knowledge nature on those? I don't know if that would actually work on that, because
Let's have a look.
natural or not. Herbalist? No.
You could do. Oh, I wonder
Survival
what it
could
covers.
All of
What does it cover in terms of knowledge checks? Okay.
You're gonna need that.
You're going to need Arcana.
You know
I got y'all. I got this.
All right.
But
Yeah, I
you can
totally
also
got
try and
this.
identify the tracks on a natural level if you want to.
I mean,
Well, let's go ahead and let And he do his thing, which I think is what he just did.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you know of only one creature that would have tracks change this drastically. At least ones that wouldn't kill you on sight. So yes, the tracks that came from the regular footprints are spider tracks.
Spider track. Spider tracks.
And
Yep.
the creature known as an RNA is a magical shape-shifting beast that
Well,
only gets one humanoid appearing form that can't be changed, but is naturally a spider. A very powerful magic using spider.
That's what I figured.
I believe I know these tracks. They come from a shape-shifting type creature that is normally a spider. Sounds suspicious?
Well, it's more the magic in the form of the shift in the tracks that you're reading.
Yeah,
For the
so,
arcana
well,
part. Yeah.
yeah. So I guess I would say something more like, it looks like someone shifted here, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah, okay. Looks like we've got a shapeshifter on our hands, guys.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, so much for the grieving widow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you probably have a book on these creatures if you wanted to get more detail, due to your massive fucking knowledge roll.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's sitting there like, he's trying to get as much light as he can, and he's scrolling through his book that he has with him.
If you need light, I can just make a light. You can just ask. Do
Well-
you need some light, buddy?
I'd love some light, thank you.
Alright, I just cast a light spell on something.
You just find a rock and just...
Yeah, just find a rock or a pebble or something.
or just
and
like a
cast
leaf
a light
above
spell
him
on
to
it.
make it like a
just
street lamp.
Yep.
Okay, well, you know that an RNA is an intelligent, shape-shifting spider with sorceress powers. In its natural form, an RNA resembles a humpback spider, a little bigger than a human and weighs around 150 pounds. The hump on its back houses the RNA's brain. All RNAs have a single alternate form as well. This alternate form is that of a small or medium humanoid. Although an RNA can assume a spider hybrid variant of this form, it cannot use its change shape ability to assume multiple humanoid forms. This additional shape is locked into one unique appearance. There is more if you wish to read on.
He's getting extremely curious, and you kind of see a look of terror on his face as he continues reading.
As he should, RNAs typically gather in small colonies of 2 to 6 individuals, making webbed nests high in the trees. These colonies work together to research magic and may change membership many times over as individuals leave to pursue their own studies and are replaced by newer members. A single RNA may take on humanoid form and live for years in a humanoid colony, never revealing its true nature. Though RNAs generally prefer to be left alone, they often prove quite knowledgeable about the ways of magic, and if approached peacefully, may be willing to share their expertise for the right price, typically a magic item or some service.
Well, guys, I informed them of all that you have just told me.
Yes.
So, this sounds like this could be really tricky.
You do know that they are also skilled spellcasters. RNAs try to avoid physical combat and use their webs and spells when they can. Rather than kill their enemies, RNAs often subdue opponents and hold them for ransom, for they are neutral creatures. True neutral.
Intelligent, shape-shifting, magic using, spiders. Isn't this overkill?
Yeah, I was fascinated by these creatures when I actually came across them.
Hmm. Well, it sounds like we could talk to them. And do y'all think we should go and do that?
It is certainly an option. I mean, we don't actually know what happened yet. I mean, we can piece certain things together and make
Yeah.
guesses, but if
It
there
might-
are several of them, that could put us in a very, shall we say, sticky situation if they decide to not be talkative.
Well, I'll put it this way: if they start becoming any sort of trouble whatsoever, I might be able to barter with them.
It's not like they're going to hold us ransom to pay it. So we just need to make it in their best interests to help us out
Hmm.
with something other than, don't forget, guys, webs are flammable.
So
That too.
my vote would be to go and try and reason with them.
Alright, well, should we go ahead and rest up for the night then, before we do that?
I don't know if they see us, then it might not be so. It might not turn out so well for us. You see what I'm saying?
It also might be better if they're aware of us coming so we don't surprise them in the middle of the night.
That's another very good option. I just don't want them to disappear. That's my only issue at the moment.
Why are we staying here? We have horse.
Are you suggesting we ride off a bit, stay a ways out, and then come back?
Sure.
I guess we could ride off some ways and then in the morning, first thing, go and try and reason with them.
The other option is simply to take the horse, go back to town, and explain what's happened.
Yeah. Well,
Guys, what do you all think?
Well,
We have fulfilled the contract of the mission. However, this does bear more investigation. It is my opinion also that if we choose to talk to these spiders, it is best not to linger where they have taken a meal, lest we appear as one to them.
What are you talking about, taking a meal? We
They
left
are-
the house a long time ago.
well.
I mean, we've
Okay. Well, I think where it might be coming from. Well, the farmer showed no signs of being eaten. He was just dead.
Spiders. And if they have hunted in one area before, they can and will return to it.
I just don't
So
know.
we don't have
if
any evidence that the Arane themselves have done any hunting. We've seen the spiders, which of course can be possibly linked to them, but even then, the man himself hadn't been eaten in any way. He was just dead.
How does this matter?
Well, you're talking about them hunting for a meal there. We don't actually know anything about what they've done here yet.
it might be of our best interest to go off a little bit and sleep, make camp, and then come back in the morning. If we go back to town, who knows? There mightn't be another one there, and if they hear talk of us speaking about them, then, things might not look so good.
I'd be willing to do that option if everyone else is okay with it.
Mother said follow you. I just yes.
Sorry
Alright.
about that. I'm back now.
Alright, so I guess we'll just sleep it off then a little distance away and come back to the area in the morning.
Oh god, why are the horses on top?
Because we decided to carry them for once.
Yeah, why should the horses have to do all the work?
Because pack animals. As in, you can pack things on them. Kind of their job.
Alright, so you guys make your way away from where you currently were in just, I guess, a random direction and make camp. Or do you, like, head back a bit further towards the city?
No, I'd say making camp here is fine.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
You say that now.
I'm gonna volunteer for first watch then.
Oh, actually, this might be a better map. If I don't put it down as a fucking token.
Tom will
Listen-
volunteer for early morning watch.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
Wait, that's 4 watches.
Oh, I thought there were like. So there are only 4 watches?
Just 3.
Oh, there are 3. Okay. Well, I will just sleep then if that will be more helpful.
Keep that brain sharp, man.
Terraforming in progress.
Nice.
This one has a camp on it.
Yay.
So you make camp. Well, it's got a campfire with logs around it. But, you know, close enough. Imagination. Oh. Just gonna select the 4 horsemen. Or 5 horses. And suddenly the 4 horsemen appear. Ah.
Well, it's the 4 horsemen plus Blondie.
Well, everyone knows the 5th horseman is the most dangerous to the point that the other 4 horsemen actually banded together to bind it in the void.
So the end times are marked, are like the music you hear at the end times is Blondie's Heart of Glass. That's like the first thing that came to mind.
Speaking of which, I realized I had pretty epic music for this conversation.
Alright,
All right.
guys. Well, I'm heading off to bed.
Same here.
I'd always thought the end times would be ushered in by dum dum ding 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 ding.
What'd you do? Watch like Blues Brothers 2000 or something?
Baby, you don't know.
Okay. Right. Okay. God, our horses look really huge on this map. I think I need to like scale it up or something. But nah, I'll fix it later. It's fine. Imagination time. So you find a suitable spot beside the river, of which there are no fish.
Oh.
It's far too shallow at this point for there to be fish, except in passing. It's far too risky for them to be in such shallow waters. They'll just get picked off from the side, or just by a bear wading in or something.
So. Aranam just kind of like frowns when he realizes that they won't have time to speak to him, and then he just kind of dozes off.
Slips into the water, drowns.
Yeah. I mean, basically.
The rock seemed level when he was awake, but that slope became all the more obvious as his body became more dead weight in sleeping.
Oh dear.
Wizard keeps rolling.
What?
Okay.
All right.
So who's taking first watch again?
I am.
All right.
Genevieve will.
And I guess Rising Phoenix is just gonna find a spot and doze off under a tree. The horses are gonna graze.
Alright, so... Should I go ahead and do a perception check now, or...?
By all means. I mean, you know, first everyone, you know, makes dinner. We have another tiger stew.
Tiger stew?
Tiger meat stew.
That sounds like a Street Fighter move. Tiger meat stew!
Tiger uppercut.
Tiger uppercut!
Unless somebody else wants to volunteer, Rising Phoenix is going to do the cooking.
Survival is cooking, right?
Yeah.
I'll cook. It's okay, Rising Phoenix. I'll cook.
He just looks at you, wondering why you're like making such a big deal out of it. He just goes, okay.
Watch I fail this. Aw, that would have been funny though.
You make an exceptionally mean tiger stew.
So mean, it roars at you.
Actually, it's kind of spicy. So like when you eat it, you sort of just you eat a spoonful and you're like, ah, ah. You sound like you're growling.
Real tiger stew. Tiger curry, actually.
Now, tiger curry could be a real move.
Thai green curry? No, tiger curry. Oh, what's in that, tiger? No, seriously.
Curry, what else would there be?
Alright.
Hang on.
Tiger, prime rib cut.
Tuffy's gonna eat a little bit of dinner and then like get as much sleep as she possibly can.
Okay. Her
Oh,
animals keep her
good
company always.
Oh, so how much ability point damage is healed, Odin?
Oh, I didn't check. Sleeping off ability. Ability score damage.
Ability.
The stew is good.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, I'll stop.
One per day to each ability score that has been damaged. You're right.
Oh, so it's if multiple stats hit, then it would be one on both of them. Per
Yeah.
day. Okay. I think you only took strength.
Yeah, once I got out of the web, the dex was fine, but...
Well, with the good night's sleep, you do manage to get 1 point of strength back.
Trying to think, can I make a heal check to try and help? Nah, since I'm going to be sleeping as well, that wouldn't make sense.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a perception on my watch then.
Okay.
If it's still my watch.
And remember, you also
And-
already made her regenerate her health twice the normal rate by doing long-term care.
Well, no, that was treat deadly wounds.
Oh yeah. You don't seem to notice anything out of the ordinary.
Huzzah and stuff. I don't know.
Is that a good thing? Dun dun dun.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
kick back and pull out one of my books and start reading it. I can pay attention. Shut up, Memphis.
So, by the way, when it comes to my watch, my perception is at a +5.
Okay. So who was second watch again? Was it Tom or was he third watch?
Tom's morning watch.
Morning watch, okay. So who was second watch again?
I thought Infus was.
Somebody else had already called that. I mean, I'll take it.
I can do it if y'all want to.
No, I mean, I can do it, I guess.
Sleeping with the
Sure.
fishes.
All right, yeah, fine.
Sure, I'll take second watch.
Okay.
Let me roll my perception. Oh yeah, that spin on the dice.
Yeah, like spun on a 1, then fell to one side. Yeah, you come out to relieve Genevieve, and you notice that there's what seems to be a white package that wasn't there before.
Wait, what?
A white
It's
package?
just neatly placed on top of one of the logs.
So I kind of, go up to whisper to Jen. Jen, did you see where that package came from?
What?
The one on the
Where
log
the hell
over
did
there.
that
the
come
white
from?
one. I don't know. It's just there.
Handle the package.
I didn't see anything or anybody for that matter. Looks down at the book in her hand and then just guiltily pushes it behind her back.
You notice
Shut
on
up,
the
Memphis.
very top of the on top of the package there is one what seems to have been severed thread on top of it.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess this is a message of some kind. We should probably take a look at it. Jen, want to do the honors?
I am going to stand back, pull out my sword, and touch it with it. I don't trust this thing.
Oh, stop being such a worrywart. If so, what does anything happen when she touches it?
Nope, apart from she just cut the rather nicely made white silk bag.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna take a look at it then. So I pick it up and take a look at the package. Open it.
Okay, well,
In public.
the thing is, the cut actually helps because it actually is like a sealed package that seemed to have been descended from above using that loose thread.
Yeah.
And you have to
So
kind of
essentially,
work it open a little bit.
all right.
Although it's rather tough to do because it's a spider silk bag. You find parts that seem to have been purposely only done lightly so that you could open it up as if it was a bag.
Mm-hmm.
And inside you'll find a rather nice thick piece of parchment. Rather good quality paper, in fact.
All right. Well, let's take a look at if there's anything on the paper and what it says.
I heard explosive roots today.
Infist is a butt. Wait, what?
How did they know my name?
They know everything.
You open
Yes,
it up, and in rather nice, rather very graceful script writing in black ink, there it reads in common, "Sorry about the lies and the horse. I wasn't sure if she was still around. I hope this makes up for any trouble I caused."
All right. Well, since it's not a threatening message in any way, and I believe it's better. So, Jen, I think it's better that we just let everybody sleep through the night, and we'll inform them of this in the morning.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
All right. I'll let Tom know what happened when it's time for his watch.
Oh, come on, load. Load, you bastard. Load. Well, yeah, the note does say, I hope this makes up for any trouble I caused. And I doubt she means just the letter.
Yeah. No, it's the spider silk. It's worth a fortune. And you got it. No.
Shut up, Memphis. Not helping.
Oh, and there's, there's also a PS.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
In accepting this gift, I hopefully can trust you to not reveal the location of our colony.
Well,
It would only cause trouble for me, my sisters, and the rest of our family.
well, unfortunately, that's not a decision I can make myself. We'll have to discuss it with the party.
Mhm.
So, was there something else in there?
Yes, there is. I've
Okay.
been trying to get the freaking generator to load, and it's not been doing it.
Well, guys, we're gonna be on Skype fairly soon, so.
Okie dokie.
Huzzah.
We just got home.
Cool. Okay.
Ugh.
There we go. Come on, you bloody thing. This website was working before we started.
Well, that's exactly why it isn't working now.
Yes, Jess. Sorry we bothered you.
Wait, what?
I don't think that was. I don't think that was directed at us.
No.
It was not.
Um.
You
Alright.
guys in the mix.
Okay. GM roll. Okay. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Hopefully this one works. Okay. Roll D100.
Ready. Oh.
My foot is twitching.
Twitching.
It really is. It feels weird.
Okay.
All right, see you in a minute.
Da-da-da,
And I'm back.
da-da-da. Okay.
Joining game.
Okay.
Yay!
Player 4 has entered the game.
Well, you're like player 5?
Fine, player 5 has entered the game.
I mean, this is like 8-player Smash, you know?
Oh, God.
New leader. Took the lead. Lost the lead.
Has no idea what he's going on about right now. I know you shouldn't pay attention, so. This is
Headshot.
okay. So it's good to have everyone here. And Wanda is there. Is she just getting on her computer, or is she just next to you?
She's gonna be on her computer.
Okay.
Oh.
If you check the message,
oh.
it says she'll be on in a second.
Okay.
Yeah. That is exactly what I was about to mention.
Can someone add her in? Because her join call button's not working.
Oh, you
Well,
have to add Kiki
I
as a
have to.
friend.
Yeah, she has to add me as a friend, which I just said. So.
Okay.
It's a contact technically on Skype, but same idea.
You want to have Tal as a friend, right? Right?
All right, that should work now.
Lol.
Yay! Hi.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
So what were we doing?
We were, well,
Till I can finally roll my own shit.
we followed the hoof marks of the horse that was taken by the grieving widow. We followed it to a random tree that it was next to, and then we saw tracks that were footprints, and then the footprints were suddenly a whole bunch of tiny little dots. So then our Aranam identified that it is an Arane, a shape-shifting, magic-using, powerful neutral spider creature.
Okay, I got in on that part.
Yeah.
Have we gotten my shift yet?
No, it's still on
We're
my
currently
shift.
checking inside of the sack, pretty much.
Must be a
And,
really deep sack. I haven't been able to find any.
well, you reach inside and you feel something cold.
Well, I, obviously try to grab it and pull it out.
Okay. What you're holding in your hand is a very finely polished, rather well-crafted spider made of brass gears and cogs. It's roughly the size of an adult human hand. And its legs are all picks, chisels, pliers, and other tools of fine manipulation.
Well, this is a particularly interesting little thing. No idea how it works, though. Have to figure that out later. But for right now, Jen, I think I am going to get some sleep. Well, no, wait. It's my rest. You're going to get some sleep, and then I'm going to wait for Tom. Yes, that's right. I'm awake.
You don't suppose the
awake,
thing
really.
works on voice activation, do you?
Well, you guys aren't up yet, so we'll discuss that in the morning.
I'll do a spellcraft check maybe later.
How much does it weigh? Since I'm just gonna put it in my inventory for the moment. 2 pounds. Okay.
It's just known as a brass spider.
At least it wasn't a brass monkey.
That
Grass
funky
balls
monkey.
that climb in the wind.
All right. So, yep, it's my watch now. Or sorry, Jen. I assume you're going to sleep.
Yep, flop.
Flop.
Okay. Well, with your rather fine roll, you see no other disturbances apart from... Well, you do actually see a rather large spider just heading off in one direction.
I don't make any moves to follow it or anything. I'm just guarding the camp right now.
There is no other disturbances during the night, and it gets to the morning shift.
All right. So, Tom.
Tom's eyes open up immediately.
It's your shift. There, a couple things happened during the night, but nothing that we can't wait until the morning to discuss.
As you wish.
Aranam wakes up and starts meditating on his spells and reading over them and such.
All right. Tom is going to do his little trek through the treetops around the perimeter and make sure that there's nothing amiss.
Tiptoe through the treetops?
Yep.
You
I
see
see
nothing
nothing
amiss.
At all.
Oh.
Does he see anything amiss, mister?
I don't know. Let's check.
Dunno. Sorry, bad joke.
Mm,
You know what? Considering that low roll, I want to check something else. Do.
what?
Is it either going to be hilarious or average?
What is that for?
Acrobatics.
Oh.
Staying in the treetops.
Yeah,
Ah.
you're fine.
Okay, it's average then.
Your abilities of a ninja didn't fail you as much as your sleepy eyes did. Or waking eyes, I should say. Okay. Yep, nothing happens in the earliest hours of the morning and the sun soon rises.
I come and join everybody back at the camp.
Well, time to wake up.
Once it's wakey time, Tom will tap anyone who's not awake yet.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon.
Rising Phoenix gathers up some wood just to restock the fire. And then she puts her hand on the logs and then stares at it really intently and narrows her eyes and starts to growl until she manages to make her hand catch on fire and light the logs.
Oh my god, she intimidated the logs into catching fire.
No.
Yes.
She didn't even have to do the incantation of flame on.
Well, she's not flaming, darling.
Well, I didn't say flame wars.
And also, as she's doing this, her eyes gain like a slight glow to them, and her hair is, for a very brief moment, catches on fire.
Okay, so she is flaming.
Or I should say her feathers.
Oh, Queen!
All right.
Sorry.
So now that we're all awake, I pull out the piece of parchment and the little brass spider to kind of get everybody together and tell them what happened last night. So I'm like, well, last night we were left a package by, I assume it was one of the RNA. I did see a large spider going away, and there was a bit of, it was in a pouch made from spider silk, so I think it's reasonable to assume that. And they left us this this letter and this little brass spider. Oh God, what exactly did it say again?
Sorry for the lies and stealing the horse. I hope this makes up for any trouble I caused. P.S. in accepting this gift, we hope we can trust you to not reveal the location of our colony. It will only cause trouble for me, my sisters, and our family.
Wasn't there another thing on there where it said that she was around?
Sorry, what was that? You kind of cut out.
Yeah, didn't it also have a thing on there where... Oh god, somebody's calling. Hold on a sec, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I remember that you said something about she originally.
Oh yeah, I was kind of worried that she was still around, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what he was talking about.
I'm going to do a spellcraft check.
Alright, I'm back. The call could be ignored, and it's hailing outside.
Oh, that's lovely.
I'm gonna do a spellcraft check to see if there's magic on the spider. Hey!
Yes, there is a moderate transmutation aura upon it.
I want to see if I can use it.
You want to try and use it?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have,
Yes?
what? You have what?
I have used magic device.
Don't break the spider!
Actually, yeah, you notice this a very fine chain that can be played out of a winch on the brass spider's back, connecting it to a small disc with studs and levers that control the construct's actions. So basically you find a little 15-foot long little chain with a remote control on the end of it.
Cool. What does it do?
Let's
start playing around with it. What does it do?
No! Don't hit the self-destruct button!
You recognize that the tools that are equipped to it are very similar to thieves' tools. And that with enough practice, you could probably use this spider to disable devices from 15 foot away.
Nice.
Although I recommend she keep my thieves' tools just, in case she needs an extra set.
Oh yeah, no, well now that Tuffy has figured out how to use it, I'm like, well, since you seem to know how to use it, Tuffy, what does it do?
It'll disable traps from far away so you don't have to get close.
That definitely sounds like your cup of tea over mine. Why don't you hold on to it for now, then?
Tuffy's just playing around with it and trying to figure out how it works and making it do little tricks and stuff.
Alright. So why don't you put
Oh god, she's going to incorporate it into her animal act.
Well, actually, the second you put it in your hand, the second you actually touch the remote, the magic seems to take effect, and it seems to come to life, and even has a little bit of attitude. It's kind of like the little spider things in the Dunmer ruins in Skyrim.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh god.
Except not that big.
Or that dead.
It's the size of a human hand, so yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so,
So they
why
have
don't you
that kind
put
of
it in,
little bit of attitude to them, an extra motion. They're not just stiff.
Why don't you put it in your, in Tuffy's inventory, then? It's a
Okay.
brass spider, 2 pounds.
Alright.
And I will take it out of mine.
Tom
Well,
looks
guys.
over the letter. I see no reason not to honor her request.
Well, I want to keep her request as well, but I still have questions.
Yeah, I want to know who the she is. Could that maybe be the queen you were talking about?
I have no idea, but it's certainly a possibility. I mean...
I want to just go speak with them. Be peaceful about it, They seem kind enough. They did give us a gift for,
Yes, that gift also seems a way of asking us to stay away, though, so...
But the letter didn't necessarily say stay away. It just said not to reveal their hideout to anybody, which we wouldn't need to do.
Well,
True.
you haven't even seen it, just kind of bringing that up.
Yeah. I would just like to question. I still have questions.
Then I
All
would
right.
suggest before we leave, you ask them to the air. Chances are one of them is listening.
Can I roll a perception to see if I see one of them?
Suddenly you're paranoid. By all means, roll perception.
That's what happens in these sub games. Somebody always.
Okay, well, I've gotten 3 nat 20s today, guys.
None of them on attacks.
None of them, and
You're wasting them all.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Well, you see all the things. And then you see this tiny, tiny, tiny little spider with an even tinier notepad taking notes. He's like, I've been foiled. Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle. No,
You saw nothing.
there are no spies around.
okay. I don't see any around. I want to go talk to them, actually, since I know they will be in the general vicinity of where we found their footprints.
I never said not to, just that you can ask your questions here, and they will be answered by the time you find them.
Well, I mainly want to ask what was going on at the house where we found her mourning and crying.
Well, it's very possible. I mean, they can take human form. We don't know for how long. For all we know, she was actually married to him.
That's very true.
She might have actually just been mourning. The bigger question is, who is the she, and does she have any idea what was going on with those spiders?
Yeah, I'd like to know that as well. I also want to see if they have any magical wares. I'm curious about them.
They quite clearly do. They just give you a magical construct spider.
Yeah,
Are you sure it's not rental for the horse?
His Aranam's curiosity was piqued when he saw the spider, and he wants to know if they have any more things.
Well, I'm not going to stop us. I'll defer to the group on this one.
What do you guys think?
Plus, it'd be fun jumping out of those branches.
Well, they may be in danger.
If
Because
just don't do
it
it.
seemed like they were scared of somebody.
I personally have no business with them. If you choose to go, then by all means go. I will wait here.
Oh, just as a side note, the spider allows you to do the disable device skill from 15 feet away, or just use it as pick up the spider and use it as thieves' tools, and it gives you +5 to disable device, but you don't get the 15-foot distance by using it that way.
Hmm.
Cool.
Interesting.
That's a really cool device you got there.
It's a thingamajig.
Yep. Hey, look at this here thingamajig.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go. Who's going with me?
I'll go, if for no other reason than just to go. Might as well.
Genevieve just looks between the two of you and goes, "Yeah, I'll go."
All right,
I'll
I definitely
stay.
say we keep all our weapons nice and sheathed, though.
Yeah, do not make any sudden movement or take out your weapons, because we don't want to anger them. We come in peace.
Of course. Just if they start anything, then
Yeah, well, if they start something, then obviously, but let's try to keep our cool for the most part.
of course.
Anybody else coming with us?
Yes, I come. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, just be very careful with the fire, Phoenix.
Please do.
I only problem when I get angry. Well, not problem. Fun. Fun when I get angry.
Okay, let's not have fun then. No angry fun.
I'll have fun, but unless they give me reason to be angry, I will not be angry.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
I think we can work with that.
Alright, so let's go. Let's do a ride check.
Yeah, mule, yeah.
Yeah, I say. Yeah.
Okay.
Decent.
Decent.
Oop. Eh.
I'm just
It'll
saying
do.
that since Tuffy is still down on strength and stuff, she's gonna like put some of her gear that she doesn't really need into like a pack on the horse.
That's fair enough.
Hmm?
Okay, so let's see here.
Damn.
What's with all the
Wow.
twice?
That 20.
Maybe the program feels really bad for screwing us the past couple of weeks.
Couldn't it wait until we were in combat again?
He
No.
just sort of vaults onto the horse and takes off like Link with Epona.
Yeah.
With your recovered strength point from your rest, you feel rather spry, and therefore you just like leap, do a flip, and land on your horse perfectly.
Kind of want to draw Tuffy with a little green hat now.
Do, 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 do.
Hello, Lewis Captain.
Alright.
Thomas will stay behind, basically takes his katana, places it on his lap, still sheathed, and will go into a meditative trance.
Oh, not old going? Okay,
No.
I guess I stay too. We make sure it's good numbers on both sides.
Alright.
Tom stated very clearly that he was staying behind because he had no business with the spiders.
Yeah, but you know, Rising Phoenix isn't exactly great.
Ah.
So was that
Oh, would we lose?
the 12 cal? What was that? Your right check?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
well you get on your horse. Well, one of the horses. And
Yay!
Duffy gets on her horse. Yay! And Sage Heart, what's Sage Heart?
Was staying put.
Staying put, okay.
Alright.
You should have control of Sage Heart, yes you do.
Alright, guys, we'll be back.
Good luck.
Not even on the website.
You're not, but you do have control of it when you're here. Oh wait, do you not have the link to the campaign?
Nope.
Yeah, I know I forgot something.
Well, I guess one horse will be staying then, since there's only 4 people going.
I know it's gonna be just my background for a bit, but I have to reveal the link so I can copy it. I know there's only one person watching, but still.
Thank you.
They're good.
Mm.
Previous, do good. Whoa, don't want to want it. Alrighty. So you guys ride off. A clippy cloppy, clippy cloppy.
Dun, 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 dun.
And all of you sidestep with your horses.
Sidestep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Where's a
Horses
kazoo
are-
when you need it?
Horses are doing a do-si-do.
Okay, you ride off for only about an hour, because that's only how long it took you just to move away a bit and get a camp.
Hmm?
And you end up at that tree where the horse was found.
I call out into the trees, hello, is anybody there?
Alright, let's make a perception check.
Wow. Okay. Well.
What's really funny is on my screen, my die hit yours to a nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
Should I do the same? Hang on.
Well, even with your 29, like you look up and everything, you don't see any form of colony up in the treetops here, at least. But
Are
it's
the
not...
No, go ahead.
Yes. But what does happen is that apparently someone heard you. And soon enough... Oh! I just realized who Lewis Captain is. That's Lewis. He's in the hospitality course that I've been doing. Hey, Lewis. But yeah, so what happens is that you notice a medium-sized spider swinging towards you, using its web to, quite literally, web slinging.
Can it swing from a web? Yes, it can. It's a spider.
So.
Spider.
And after getting above you, it sort of spins on its web as it lets itself extend down to the ground and just hang. Well, not to the ground, but just hangs kind of eye level with you.
Tuffy waves.
It's a friendly neighborhood spider.
Hello? Can you understand us?
Well, you've already exchanged conversation before. I think I'm quite capable of doing it again. Although there's a bit more chitter to the familiar voice than normal. And it has a gleam of intelligence in its multiple eyes.
Tuffy says, "Hello again. We were just wondering if you didn't cause all that back there, we were kind of wondering who did and if we could help so they don't hurt any more people."
Nick just chitters in thought for a bit. And then she descends down into the ground fully and shifts into her more recognizable humanoid form that you met before. Well, I'm not sure how my sisters would feel about outside help, if I'm honest with you. We like to be kept alone, and that's why we gave you the gift to just leave us alone and not cause any trouble for us. But the one, oh yes, I did mention her, didn't I, in the letter? Probably shouldn't have.
Yes, if it helps. As a party, we have all agreed that none of us will reveal the location of your colony or of your existence.
Oh, well that's good. Well, I may have exaggerated a little bit to leave as quickly as possible before you perhaps found out what I was and maybe turned hostile on me. He wasn't exactly my husband, but we were having relations, and that didn't go over too well with one of my, another one of my kind, and we no longer call her sister, for she's not exactly behaving.
I see.
So you don't want any help from us, then?
Well...
So what she's saying is she's got 99 problems.
And a bitch is all of them.
Yes, I'm evil.
Well, it's not that... We're trying to find a way to see if we can undo whatever has corrupted her to the point of murdering one of her sister's lovers. And where it might just be jealousy because of him choosing me over
Sorry I
her.
yelled at you guys.
I didn't really think her that petty. So we're kind of investigating if something else might be influencing her.
Well,
We could investigate for you if you wanted us to.
No, wait, I know what you can do. We're in the middle of our own investigation, but if you see a woman with blood red hair and eyes like mine, you notice that she has like red eyes that have the same shine as spider eyes. And if you see a woman who has, red hair, eyes similar to mine, and starts telling horror stories about spider demon women, then kindly shut her up before she causes any trouble for us. I'm not sure if she's smart enough to think of doing that, but just in case.
How'd your appointment go?
Is that again?
Well, we can certainly try to convince her, but I can't promise that we will take any drastic action on that. I mean, she is still a person who has her own rights.
True, but... Well, I wasn't asking you to kill her.
Oh, good.
No, But yeah, she'll be rather pale like me and would be, of course, extremely skinny like myself.
Out of character question, does she turn hostile at night?
Not that I don't know.
Does she occasionally let living skeletons ride on her back?
No.
Isn't living skeleton? I mean, animated skeleton, sure, but living? That seems like a kind of an oxymoron.
It's like, oh god, I can't move. I got nothing to move me. Oh, this is a horrible existence. I'm just stuck here on the ground.
Actually, that would be an interesting ambush predator. A creature that looks like a skeleton.
But yes, she goes, maybe, because of her crimes, maybe you could arrest her for us, and maybe bring her back to us? I mean, that might be an idea, though she might just attack you if you try.
Well, that is something that I think we'll have to discuss with the rest of the party as well. For now, if you have any need to get hold of us, simply have someone leave a message at the guild hall in town.
Right.
That should be an easy way if we're off somewhere else at the moment.
Well, yes. We don't really go anywhere near the city at all. But I'm sure we can find a way to send the letter regardless, without any of us physically going there.
Yes, well, that would be the blessed place to the blessed place, the best place to contact us at.
Just in the city, suddenly it's like this spider just comes running along and goes, "Letter for you, boss!"
I like it. It has a little hat on and it tips the hat as it leaves the letter.
Yeah. It's the same spider with the same hat that was like taking notes before. That's Bartleby. He's our messenger spider.
Fastest spider this side of the Mississippi.
God, from over there, I thought you were gonna say Barnabas. And be like, oh God, not this again.
It's like,
At least he's not being the fastest spider in all Mexico.
What?
alright, another letter successfully delivered, and away! And he just opens the little portal and jumps through because he's a warp spider.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Okay.
Oh God, a warp spider
off!
forgave Johnson.
Oh God, could you imagine their destructive capability with combustible lemons? Warp spiders armed with combustible lemons.
Combustible lemon kamikaze warp spiders.
Burn your house down with the lemons.
Warp spider just appears in front
Yeah,
of you.
but
and just
changing the
gives you a hug of
phrase
death.
to "firing my lemons" just doesn't cut it.
Every villain is lemons.
Oh my God, are we gonna have? Oh God, what's his freaking name? Unacceptable.
Grab.
Yeah,
Lemon
It's like
grab.
we're gonna have lemon grab as a
Yes.
villain.
Oh God.
All right.
Okay.
So,
But I suppose it's perfectly within the law to arrest someone who's committed crimes, and it's only what I guess law is the wrong word. Our law. She has. We'd like her to be under our. Just bring her back to us so that we can decide what to do with her and see if there is something other than going completely psycho bitch on us that is happening here.
I understand. As I said, it is something that I will have to bring up with the rest of the party.
Okay.
But we will consider it.
Alright, well, thank you, and I'm going to go home now.
Before you leave, I wanted to ask, do you have any other interesting magical items that you might be willing to sell?
Do you have anything to trade that might tempt us to even talk about such things after giving you a extremely useful item?
Thank you, by the way.
Well, I mean, I was just wondering because I'm very curious about the magical items and such. It was unnecessary to ask. We do really appreciate it.
Okay, good. Well, yes. We do have plenty, but we only very rarely trade them with others. It's not a habit we have, really. We like to keep to ourselves.
Right. Well, we appreciate it.
Oh, good. For a moment there, I thought you were ungrateful. She doesn't sound hostile. She sounds like a little bit annoyed. She's like, really? We gave you a brass spider and you're asking about more magic items?
I mean, I did say buy, not have.
Well,
if I had to defend myself in some
yeah.
way.
Perseus is like, well, yeah, anything else? No? Alright, I'm going.
Really?
Huh? All right.
Well, take care, and as I said, I don't even know if she will think to try sending people after us rather than doing her own work, but we're going to continue investigating, and thank you for offering, by the way, and thanks for being understanding. He did mean a lot to me. Well, bye.
Alright.
And then she transforms and just zips up into the trees and swings away.
Wave bye. All right. Well, let's head back. We have some things to discuss, and we should probably get on our way back to town and get these horses back before one of them disappears again.
I'm with Impus.
Alright, so you travel for about an hour, and I guess regroup back at camp. And I guess you just saddle up and leave, or you can discuss things.
So we get back. Does anyone who's there ask us any questions when we get back?
Wesley Reed just goes, oh, it doesn't really say anything. She like looks at you as if she goes, oh, you're back, and just gives a little wave. Yeah, I mean, yeah. She's strong as an ox, but she's only got a 12 intelligence and only a 10 wisdom.
She's got a what for intelligence?
12?
Oh, 12, okay. Thought you said 4 for a second. I'm like, what?
How did she...
No. Although she does, she, did take a big hit to intelligence based on her race.
She's part of Team Hat Go on Foot.
Hey, Spartacus.
Yeah, but I think her 12, 10, 12 in the mental stats is perfectly balanced out by her 18, 22, 18 in the physical stats. It's freaking
Yes.
mad.
Balanced. That's what I'd call that.
Yeah. I know, I was looking at the race too, being like, this is an official one, right? It's like, no, it's third party, but it's gonna be part of the party, so you know.
Alright, yeah, so I guess unless anybody wants to say something, we'll saddle up and ride back, and when we get back we can kind of, you know, find some place to discuss things. Sure, why not? I don't know. I'm tired.
I guess,
Actually, you know what? Since I actually forgot to do it, before we head off, I'll meditate, and that will give people time to talk. So talk, people. Talk!
Talking. Rising Face is like walking up to the horse, getting ready to go, and Enfys is like, "Oh wait, meditation."
Right, forgot that. Hold on, you guys just wait a bit.
Talk amongst yourselves. I need to meditate.
Yep.
In the bushes, alone.
For about an hour. Don't worry about it.
It's like how Aranam has to meditate on his
Nothing but a
staff for an
jockstrap.
hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was that for?
Getting on the horse.
Oh,
Oh, so you're getting a horse?
We have a second link.
You basically, you do like kind of like ninja stepping on air stepping stones, just walking up onto the horse and landing the right way. Like Bulletproof Monk, when it's like, if you believe the air is physical, you can use it as if it was stone or something. I have not seen that movie in about many years. Oy.
Okay, so we wait a little bit while he meditates.
Yeah,
Meditate.
I guess we have
Gotta
small
talk
talk. Yeah.
Meditates furiously.
Meditation intensifies. Okay, so would Sage Heart, I guess, share the horse with one of the other people? Maybe Tom, since he's the one who recruited her for the adventure. Oh, have you been kept up to date with what's been going on?
I've been getting bits and pieces, but that's about it.
Okay. There was a big dragon with a city inside of it. You lived in this city as an alchemist on basically the level above the slums, I believe. You were like in the lower levels. And then suddenly there was a mighty explosion, and an entire segment of the level above you, or maybe 2 floors up, the central park literally was blown up and then fell to the level below. But thanks to the efforts of the rest of the party, a lot of the civilians survived and were able to escape before it fully collapsed. In fact, it's Tom who actually dislocated one of the bombs and stopped the segment from breaking away cleanly, and in fact giving it time that it had to strain upon its own weight before finally giving way. And then Aranam was conveniently found with the device that would be needed to use such bombs and cause such an effect. So all the eyewitnesses went to give eyewitness accounts to the temple of the council of elders, or just faction leaders.
The noble assholes.
Yeah. And then the guards brought in Aranam and was like, hey, he's got this thingy that you were looking for. At least I think it's a thingy. I'm just a dumb guard. It looks magical and devicey. And and they're like, yep, that's it. And so Aranam's like, that's not mine. Some dwarf gave it to me. And also he had been hearing voices from the dragon, which is not a good thing. And it's especially not a good thing when he's been blacking out for hours at a time, not knowing what he's been doing. So at that, the leader of the paladins goes, alright, this is serious, we're going to have to take it to the Grand Wizard. And the party follows them to get their reward and also to kind of defend Aranam. Not that they knew him, it's just like, it's just quite clearly a setup. And then the Grand Wizard's basically able to see that he's telling the truth, but the fact that he was hearing voices to the point of blacking out posed a different problem. And so you were tasked to go to the surface in search of what remains of an ancient archive that the wizard found the ritual book that initially bound the dragon in the first place. Wondering if there's a supplemental tome to extend or reinforce said rituals. And so then we all got magicked up. Tom came and recruited your character, Sage Heart. And then we all went up to the dragon's mouth and jumped. And then, rather ungracefully, except for Tom, we landed in the jungle.
Tom was the only one who packed a parachute.
Everybody else had Featherfall tokens, before you question how we survived. And then, while Tom was guarding the unconscious people, a tiger attacked. In fact, there was a couple. That's not good. But then a 7'5" Amazonian woman who looks oddly elvish, but very like more angular in features, and has feathers instead of hair. Jumps out and manages to fight and scare off the tigers. This is Mother Hawk. She is the current chiefess of a nearby Abarai tribe. So the rest of the squad with her pick up the members, take them back to the village. You're all healed up and wake up the next day in a healer's hut, pretty much. Then Mother Hawk kind of shows you around the village, and because you guys, like, quite honestly said, you know, we fell from the sky, we came from the dragon, she's like, yeah, I saw. You need to go to the city, because there are others like you at the city. And Rising Phoenix is Mother Hawk's daughter, who recently came of age and went on her first hunt. On this hunt, she found a mortally wounded phoenix, who then was, of course, you know, reduced to ashes, as is the cycle. And she gathered up the ashes and basically protected them and brought them back to the village, because there were a serious number of, like, predators prowling around. And basically the phoenix rises, obviously, and in exchange for what she had done, Rising Phoenix was granted Phoenix bloodline powers by basically being blessed by the Phoenix and having fire in her veins from it. And as is Abarai tradition, she is named at a lavish ceremony after what she finds or kills or brings back on her first hunt. Therefore, she was named Rising Phoenix. And
why do you ask? Two dogs fucking.
If they can bring them back and they're still fucking, that's kind of impressive. But yeah, and then Mother Hawk goes, Rising Phoenix is gonna be your guide through the jungle to get to the city. So Rising Phoenix is like, okay, this way. We head through the jungle. We fight some leopards. Then some real arsehole tiger shows up and completely mauls Rising Phoenix. And then Tom decapitates it. Just done. With a crit. We get to the city. Well, we fight some gnolls as well. And we also stop off at a town part of the way, find a magical chalice of overflowing, return it to the innkeeper, who's the owner, who then gives Aranam a quartz staff of force in exchange, or well, in thanks. And then we head off, we fight some gnolls, we get to the city. We go into the guild hall, and at the mention of us and the dragon, everyone stops and kind of looks at us. And then Duncan comes out and gestures everyone to the back. And that's when we find out that within the guild hall, the Fallen, as they're called, those who have come from the dragon, actually have their own guild and own, like, quarters and meeting rooms within the guild hall. And we've been given special tokens to be able to unlock the door to come in. We meet some of the other Fallen. We are shown around the city by one of the Fallen, and we are told that the farmer, Alan, hasn't come to the city with his trade for some time, and people were kind of worried about it. So we went to his farm, we found a shitload of spiders, we killed the spiders. We met his, who claimed to be his wife at first, who was mourning over the body. We let her go after she says, I just want to go home, I'll go see my sisters. She kind of nicked one of her horses, and that's where this session started. We followed the tracks. We found her. We found the horse. We brought the horse back. Found the parcel. Met up with her. Chatted a bit. Yeah, that's where we're up to date now. I know it's basically a plot dump, but I hope it helped.
Alright, well, now that that's done, I guess I'm done meditating.
Yes, so Sage Heart's just kind of sitting there with this existential look on her face as some other being is just filling her brain with memories that she has.
It's like the trippiest thing
Someone
ever.
mentally writing my diary. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, hopefully that helped you get up to speed. And that was the short version as far as I could tell without leaving out anything important.
Yes. Could spend, what was it, a half an hour plus on a meal again? No.
That's character conversation.
No, I just couldn't help it.
Alright, so we settle up right
Thump
out.
Badger on the head.
And we have at to Fairwold, also known as the city.
Well, only city worth mentioning around here, so far anyway.
Okay, so you go riding, and I need to get rid of you because you are not the updated token, so I'm going to get rid of you and just paste in new ones.
Just gonna get rid of you.
Oh god,
Should be afraid.
she's off the map. No.
Oh,
Don't
I
be
hate
off
when
the
that happens.
Does that help?
Recopy us some. Oh, that works.
No, that didn't work. There's no Raising Phoenix. Okay, I'm going to paste you down here.
Oh my god.
Hey, there you are.
Hey.
You're on the correct level with the horse.
And I'm going to...
Because earlier, our alchemist was under the horse's tail.
Alright, so I guess first thing we do when we get back, it would be to return the rental horses.
Yep. You get your deposit back because there's no wounds or anything found on any of the horses.
Alright, what was that, 25 gold?
I believe so. It was like 10% of the horse's value or something.
Yeah, it was 25 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only one keeping their horse is Tuffy.
Who is including her horse in her awesome regiment of animals.
I will have all the animals.
By the end of this campaign, she will have her own army.
She has a raven, a fox, a dog, a cat, a horse, a mechanical spider. Did I already
Still
mention
not
the
enough.
raven?
She can walk with the animals.
Walk with the animals.
She can indeed talk with all the animals.
Yep. So can I.
Totally need a sugar glider in there somewhere.
I don't know why, but I kind of imagine that, like there's like a switch on the spider to like, when you let go of the controller, just let it be automated, and it's just kind of sitting on like next to Tuffy, just going snip snip, a beach, snip snip.
I can just imagine the spider actually gets into the animal routine. Hello, my honey. Hello, my darling.
Oh God.
God, all I can think of is that it's going to turn into one of those, like a little moving jukebox. You can put like a song crystal into it and it'll dance to it.
Oh, God.
Well, like a more advanced version of one of the dancing daffodils.
Yeah, essentially.